the Habitat Home Investment Fund, which is both a grant program and a loan program. And the idea behind it is we would have some grant funding to help offset some costs that affiliates have in the startup phase, seed funding that they need for those projects, and then loan funding that would make this a sustainable fund that we could use many years into the future.
So the way this one worked for us, we're able to, it's a $15,000 grant, and it helps really with getting the build started, and $7,500 of it we can keep as an investment, and then the other 75 is returned back into the revolving fund to be able to then help fund future homes for other Habitat affiliates across the state.
This is the very beginning part of our partnership. So we've identified those first round of funding investments. Those are broadly distributed from north to south in the state. It's with both rural and urban affiliates. Those houses are currently under construction, and our hope is that we'll be closing on those first few houses actually in this quarter.
This was a creative vehicle for us to help get funding out to a large part of the affiliates across the state, and then we at Greater Indy Habitat for Humanity saw the opportunity to be able to take these funds and help us do what we do and provide more home ownership opportunities.
The affiliates are giving back to the sustainability of our whole organization, which is 62 Habitat affiliates in the state of Indiana. We build roughly 200 units a year. We're one of the top 10 builders in the state of Indiana, and one of the top 7 Habitat home builders in the United States.
So oftentimes we'll talk in ways in which this investment or that investment, in this case this revolving fund, helps us do what we do. And the homeowners will tell us what's so valuable to them is that they get to host their family for Christmas. And that's the first time they've ever been able to do that.
This partnership, I think, is really groundbreaking because it does require both a public investment of some IHCDA funding, but we're also identifying private bankers and other individuals to invest in the fund so that we can make this a long-term solution for housing funding in the state of Indiana.
And really, this is home ownership and providing homes, whether it's rehabbing abandoned or foreclosed homes, that is definitely an area of need in our state, whether it's filling vacant lots with home ownership. This is an area in which is an expensive endeavor. I mean, we can't get around that. So this type of investment helps to actually make this happen in a real unique and powerful way across the state.
We're trying to meet 2 objectives. So to bridge the gap for some lost funding that we had in the past, but also create a sustainable pool of funding that will fund us into the future. Habitat doesn't want to be knocking on the door with their hand out all the time asking for grants or special needs or special favors. We want to really figure out a way that we can sustain ourselves in the future.
So what resonates with them, clearly they're understanding what it helps in terms of their financial stability, but also that pride of ownership really takes hold, and that can't be overlooked ultimately in what this does for the families.